I'm Ranjini Shivaswamy and I'm here with one question for Achal Rangaswamy. Achal Rangaswamy is a veteran sales and marketing person, and his 3.5 decades of experience is about all those things that he loves doing: building relationships, traveling across the country on his bullet, and discovering the joy of selling. He was once caught by a group of dacoits, and you won't believe he did not just convince them to leave him, but they actually said, "Meet us every time you pass by." That is artful salesmanship. One of the highlights of his career has been how he led Bell Ceramics reach its 100 crore turnover milestone before the target time. This was pulled off during very rough market conditions, but none of his team members left him during this time. And that makes me ask, Rangasa, how do we establish trust and confidence even in the most unfavorable conditions?
How does one earn trust? How does one build trust? How does one stay trustworthy? Does sound very challenging in today's highly combative and highly competitive world. But there is a way. Let me spell it out for you. The first thing to do is to listen. Pretty rare thing in today's world where people only hear and don't listen. If you're listening and listening attentively, listening actively, listening with your eyes, your face, and your body, what you probably convey to the other person is, yeah, I know what you're saying. I can understand what you're saying. I can imagine. Leading naturally to the next step, which is empathy, conveying empathy. When you're conveying empathy, what are you saying? Very simple. I can feel your pain. I can sense your worries. Empathy is like getting into the other person's shoes. And remember, to get into somebody else's shoes, you need to learn to remove your own, which really means shedding your outer layer, shedding your ego, being one with the other person. And then you convey or give assurance, saying, I am there for you and I'll be there for you through rough and smooth times. I can never forget a scenario. Recession times, long-term recessionary trends, and acting as the head of sales and marketing in a building materials company, I could sense the men feeling like throwing in the towel when the industry wasn't picking up at all. But that at the time, I think I just uttered one simple thought. I am around, I shall be around. There is a tunnel. I don't know the length, but I do know that there is light at the end of this tunnel. And they all chipped around in their own way. They said, we are there. We are there with you. And we turned things around. We posted a particular figure, a milestone in the history of that organization, and something to feel very, very, very proud of. Another instance was when a customer walked into my house to ask for help regarding a particular equipment that I had sold him quite a few years back. I received him warmly, gave him a cup of tea, and told him very gently that I no longer represent that particular business. I'm in a different business. He said, I know, you did inform me, you sent me a letter. But I know that in this particular business, I can't get better advice from anybody else than you. That was a real tribute. My wife was sitting with us at that point of time and she said, this is great. Someone recognizes you for the simple fact that you're there to provide help anytime, whether you represent that particular firm or not. It was a great compliment that customer gave me. The last thing, demonstrate whatever we have talked about, listening, empathizing, giving assurance is of no use if you don't wrap all that up tight nicely and offer it to the customer in terms of a demonstration of walking your talk, doing what you say you will. LEAD, listen, empathize, offer assurance, demonstrate. I can't think of a better formula, of a better way for you to remember these 4 steps. I do hope that you should be able to make the world a far better place by being even more trustworthy than you are today. Have fun, enjoy life, earn the trust of people. Take care. All the best.